Next up, we have scoring. Nebraska averaged just about 28 points a game last season. Still boggles my mind how our opponents averaged 22 points a game and we still went 3-9, but it was what it was, right? And Justin, you also won this category last year, so take it away there, Shardy.
All right, so look at this little discrepancy between the Pitt offense and Nebraska's offense last year, just in the scoring. Pittsburgh, they had 76 total TDs. Nebraska had 45.
Right.
We ranked 70th in scoring offense. That over-under at 33, that would put you at tied for 30th in the country.
Yep.
So we would have to take a major step up. And in the year one with so many questions, I'm not quite sure we can make that big jump. Last year, there was only 3 teams in the Big Ten that were even in the top 50 in scoring offense. That was Ohio State, obviously, Michigan, and Michigan State. They came in at 38 with 31.8. I don't think our offense is going to be better than those 3 to put up the numbers of an over-under at 33. So give me under, and I think we're going to be a little bit better than last year, basically because I think we'll kick more field goals. But put me down for 31 points a game.
I had a feeling that's where you were going.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that's exactly where you were going. How about you, Derrick? What do you think?
I'm going to look at the schedule this year and look at the fact that I do think our schedule is much easier. We don't play quite the defenses we had to play last year. I do think this is probably one of your best over-unders right here. But I'll go slightly over and say 34.
34. Ooh, slightly over. Wow. I did not see that coming. I figured you'd have been at about 30, but okay, 34. That'll work. How about you, Scott?
Yeah, I like to just consider a lot of the we should have scored a lot more, like say in the Buffalo game last year. That would have made a lot more of a difference, and just a lot of like I think it was Justin or Derrick said, if we would have made a lot more of those field goals, it would have changed. So if we can just change that a little bit, and I think that we have a high potential to at least change those things, I think we'd get a higher number than around 28 points per game. But I'm still going to go just under, and I'm going with 32.
Already 32 points. I went back and forth on this one. That's why I set the over-under like I did. I figured 5 points a game was a safe with the upgrade at talent from the transfers coming in. Very, very good chance you're going to see some combinations of players out there with a lot of speed, like a Ramir Johnson and a Trey Palmer, and those guys on the field at the same time. Whipple loves to design his offense around somebody that's a playmaker, and if he finds that guy in fall camp that he knows is going to make plays, he's going to scheme up a lot of stuff for the guys. So I could see us definitely scoring more. 33 was really the number I had in mind, period, for the year. I should have maybe teased that up a couple more points so I could pick 33, but I'm going to go slightly over as well with you, Derrick, and I'm going to go with 35. I think this offense has a lot of potential to score a lot of points if things get going quickly out of the gate.
That would rank top 20 in the country last year. You think we're going to all of a sudden jump from 70th to top 20 in scoring offense?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kool-Aid, buddy.
Here's the thing, though. Like the offense ranked top 25 in most categories except for scoring offense.
Except for scoring, yeah.
So, I think Mark Whipple can figure out how to finish out drives. And I think our field goal kicking will be much better.
Yep.
Sure hope so.
How about you, Tyler?
So what's the stance on half points here?
Go
you
for
can
it.
use that. You can go with a half point, dude. That's fine.
I am going to go under at 32.5. I'm with the kind of crowd. I think 33 is a really good line. Derrick, you kind of stole my thunder on where I was going to go. We just need our offense. Like when you do all the math on the yards that everyone just spit out, like we spit out a top 25 offense. Like that's what people were saying. So
Yep.
we just need our touchdowns and our scoring to match what our productivity is.
We have to capitalize. Yeah.
And because I was trying to do the math on what Justin said, but I think, Justin, you predicted a top 25 total offense by yards. And so, I mean, all we need is that productivity, that 500 yards a game that we think that, or the 460 a game we think we're going to put up to just translate into points. And I think we will. I just don't have enough to quite get that over. Mainly because my math just makes it really difficult for that to work out. I have 50 touchdowns and basically 1 field goal a game is kind of my math on that. So,
All right.
Yep. Science checks out.
32.5 points per game. Wow. I'm going to actually have to do math on this one, gentlemen.
Justin, by the way, I like what you put for Justin's name.
Oh, you do? You noticed that just now.
I don't know if it's been that the whole night, but
it's been scrolling. Yeah, it has. You'll like your name next too. So,
I'm sensitive about my bald head. So
yeah, well, maybe I don't know. You'll have to find out. Twitter agreed. I think. Oops, I went too far. Ooh, wrong screen. My bad. Yeah, Twitter was all about the Kool-Aid on this one. 78% went with the over, 22% went with the under. And that's, we're kind of what? One of us is over. 2 of us are over and the other 3 are under. So
about 50-50.
Anyway, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but means Twitter is all about the Kool-Aid, I suppose. Maybe they mix it with vodka instead of water.